Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Bernardo Silva that have been long linked with Barca. It has been reported that manager Xavi and the coaching staff have accepted defeat, that they can't bring him, not possible, as the player is now even closing to a move to Saudi Arabia as he have received lucrative offers there. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola, who recently had an interview where he talks about Xavi Hernandez, talks about Barca, and talks about Ilkay Gundogan. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the stories, please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. After approaching players like Karim Benzema, Ruben Neves, and N'Golo Kante this summer, Saudi Arabia have set their sights on Bernardo Silva. This is according to David Oyston, who suggests the Manchester City playmaker has received a lucrative offer from Saudi Arabia recently. Talks have taken place with the player's agent George Mendes. Bernardo Silva is one of the players Xavi Hernandez has longed to sign ever since being appointed as Barcelona manager. The Spaniard is a huge admirer of the 80 million euro rated Manchester City superstar, as he feels he could be the ideal partner to Pedri in the interior midfield position. Barcelona were very closely linked with a move for Silva last summer, but the transfer did not materialize as the club simply did not have enough funds to do so. They are facing a similar situation this time around. This is despite the fact that Silva has shown the desire to leave Man City in the past, and of course this summer as well, in favor of a new adventure elsewhere. Barcelona were touted as one of the destinations along with Paris Saint-Germain. But as per the transfer journalists, it appears that Saudi Arabia has emerged as the latest suitor for Silva. The country has offered him a lucrative deal as they anticipate the player to leave the Etihad in the coming summer. Bernardo Silva, for his part, prefers remaining in Europe amid interest from Barcelona and PSG. But Ornstein suggests that the playmaker is evaluating all options and will make a decision accordingly. The player has received pleas to even continue at Manchester City as well. Nevertheless, Saudi Arabia's approach is yet another reminder that the dynamics of the transfer market in Europe are being disrupted due to the vast sum of money being offered by oil-rich nations. Unlike other players such as Cristiano Ronaldo, Kante, and Benzema, Silva is relatively young and still at the top of his game. His potential move to Saudi, therefore, could be massive as far as the nation's footballing ambitions are concerned. Of course, Bernardo Silva have been the target of Barca for a very long time. Manager Xavi have always been a huge admirer, and of course, after interest since last year, Barcelona have never really succeeded. Like Barca have never been so close to give any optimism. Like okay, Bernardo Silva surely will be a Barca player, and more. The reason is more because of the fact that the price, which is about 80 something million euros rated, Barcelona have not ever been close enough to sign Bernardo Silva. We quite remember last year, Barca were pushing and pushing and pushing, and to the extent where they were trying to kick Frankie de Jong out of the squad, because Frankie de Jong was stubborn to leave Barcelona amid links to Manchester United, and they were closely linked to Bernardo Silva because the money that they could have received for Frankie de Jong could have greatly helped the club to facilitate a transfer for Bernardo Silva to Barca. And Bernardo Silva, from the look of things, is really open to a switch because even last season, he was talking about his next destination, but he was not certain. And this season as well, they are saying that he is not still certain if he will stay. Paris Saint-Germain have shown a lot of interest this time around, and financially wise, you know that Paris Saint-Germain are far better than us. So if we are talking about money, then I think there's no chance that we can stand no chance of signing Bernardo Silva. PSG looks more favorite to land him if in case they really push for him and as well as the player really wants to go there. Saudi Arabia have been storming the world of football lately, offering some huge cash to lure away some talented players. And I think it is really a problematic something because, of course, they know that putting huge sums of money tempts a lot of players. We saw players like Ruben Neves who have officially gone to Saudi Arabia and he will be playing his football there. Despite still a young player. And of course, all it's about the money. It's about the offer being made there is too lucrative. It's almost double than more than what they always receive in European football. And of course, Barcelona, I've seen that going for Bernardo Silva looks impossible as it stands. So there's no need for pushing a move when you can never get him. His contract is still there for a long time, and he's rated at 80 million euros. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, the transfer saga involving Barca and Gundogan appears to be in its final stages for now. Torn between two admirers, Gundogan is expected to make his decision soon. The Catalans have zeroed in on the German maestro since the beginning of the year. As he nears the end of his current contract at City, Barca have been allured by the prospect of scooping up one of the world's best midfielders on free transfer. However, Man City are unwilling to let go of their captain without any resistance. In fact, Pep Guardiola has recently come out to acknowledge the interest of his former club as well as his desire to retain the citizens' star man. He said, "I'm aware of Barca's interest in signing Ilkay Gundogan, but we are also very interested. We want him to stay, we want to keep him. I hope he helps us." Guardiola said, as quoted by Fabrizio Romano. He said again, "I know Barca love Ilkay Gundogan and Xavi has called him many times. We want him to continue. If in the end he decides to join Barca, I will tell him good luck. He will enjoy that." Gundogan concluded last season as a treble winner, leading his side to the fifth never achieved before by the English club. His contributions in all competitions were so pivotal. Despite being 32 years of age, Guardiola's insistence on making more efforts in renewing Gundogan's contract does not come across as a bolt from the blue, considering how influential the player proceeds to be. However, the Man City manager went on to mention the possibility of the German signing for Barca. He said, "If Barca succeed in signing Ilkay, they will get a great, fantastic player," Pep said. Indirectly acknowledging this was still a two-sided battle for all-important signature for Gundogan. He appreciates the importance the player still possesses and the fact that his former club will certainly benefit. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.